Thousands of reported drone sightings.
I saw about 10 drones in total, literally around the apartment complex.
Igniting a nationwide mystery.
What is that?
We had something that was low flying at us.
And as more and more reports of these drones come pouring in.
The people in New York and New Jersey have a lot of questions, and they're not getting good enough answers.
On December 15th, 2024, as thousands of New Jersey residents reported mysterious drones in their skies, something else began spreading, a theory about why our government maintained such disturbing silence. Within days, it would reach millions of Americans, spark congressional debate, and force us to ask an unsettling question. What if these weren't just drones? Welcome to The Swarm, my personal investigation into the New Jersey drone sightings incident. I'm Johnny Lama. Last week, we explored the wave of drone sightings that began at Picatinny Arsenal. Tonight, we examine a controversial theory that's gained unprecedented traction, one that suggests these sightings might be part of something called Project Bluebeam. The theory has reached over 8.2 million viewers through social media. It's been discussed by former celebrities, congressional representatives, and even addressed by former Congressman Adam Kinzinger, who warned, "This is this year's QAnon." While many dismiss Project Bluebeam as an outlandish conspiracy, the theory's recent surge coincides with troubling questions. Why did witnesses report drones transforming in midair? Why did an Ocean County sheriff report 50 objects emerging directly from the Atlantic? And why did NewsNation reporter Rich McHugh, embedded with law enforcement, describe technologies that terrified him? What began as local news became a national phenomenon when Charlie Kirk's viral post about drones transforming from balls of light to planes garnered over 8.2 million views. Roseanne Barr's podcast mentions of Project Bluebeam reached another 2.5 million viewers. This controversial theory, known as Project Bluebeam, was first proposed by Canadian journalist Serge Monast in 1994, when he suggested that powerful entities would use advanced technology to project images into our skies. But what's remarkable isn't just the theory itself, it's how perfectly it aligns with what witnesses described in December 2024. Like in Ocean County, where a sheriff reported witnessing 50 drones emerging directly from the Atlantic Ocean, and the Coast Guard encounter, where the servicemen documented unknown objects matching their vessel's speed for 15 minutes. It is becoming more clear that these weren't hobby drones. They measured up to 6 feet in diameter and demonstrated capabilities beyond any known civilian technology. So in the interest of putting every possible explanation forward, what if these aren't drones at all? Looking backwards in history, we discover ancient sightings that have an eerie resemblance. For example, ancient Sumerian texts describe beings called the Anunnaki, who possessed technology to create illusions in the sky. The Vedic scriptures of ancient Hinduism speak of Vimanas, flying machines that could change shape at will. Now, in 2024, witnesses across multiple states report drones transforming from balls of light to planes. According to Dr. Jacques Vallée's research, UFO phenomena have a chameleon-like character. Their appearances vary based on the cultural environment into which they're projected. Just as ancient civilizations interpreted mysterious aerial phenomena through their cultural lens, we might be using the most familiar modern reference point, drones, to describe something our minds can't fully comprehend. The psychocultural hypothesis is a Jungian theory that suggests that UFO phenomena evolve alongside human technology and cultural understanding. In the 1950s, people reported flying saucers. Today we're seeing sophisticated drones, but the core characteristics remain eerily consistent across centuries. Objects that defy physics, demonstrate impossible capabilities, and seem to adapt to our technological understanding. Even more intriguing, these phenomena appear to have what Vallée calls a fugitiveness, behaving with the same ignorance of logical or physical laws as dream imagery. When witnesses describe drones transforming from balls of light to planes, are they really seeing drones? Or is our mind struggling to categorize something that defies our current understanding of reality? As before mentioned, the ancient Hindu Sanskrit texts speak of vimanas, flying machines that could traverse realms and change form at will. Today, we're seeing objects emerge from the Atlantic Ocean and transform in mid-flight. Has the phenomenon changed, or just our way of interpreting it? As one psychologist notes, human actions are based on imagination, belief, and faith, not objective observation. In trying to make sense of these encounters, we might be forcing a familiar framework, drones, onto something far more mysterious. Dr. Will Austin, president of Warren County Community College and a leading drone expert, reviewed hundreds of videos. His conclusion was striking. We've only seen small drones, the kind you'd expect in New Jersey's suburban areas. Yet this explanation couldn't account for what 12 Coast Guard members witnessed, objects matching a boat's speed of 20 knots with perfect precision. As one crew member stated, "Commercial planes don't move like that. We know what drones look and sound like." Most incredibly, Sheriff Mastronardi's officers reported 50 drones emerging directly from the Atlantic Ocean. This raises profound questions. What technology allows seamless transition from sea to air? Why choose the ocean as a point of origin? And most importantly, if these were just research flights, why did the White House maintain complete silence for 2 months? By late December, the sightings had spread far beyond New Jersey. Reports flooded in from Massachusetts, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and multiple other states. But it wasn't random. These objects repeatedly appeared over our most sensitive infrastructure. The FBI deployed sophisticated detection equipment, but found nothing. The FAA imposed emergency restrictions over 22 locations, yet these objects continued to appear, demonstrating capabilities that defied known technology. A Montclair State University study found that online activity related to the drones increased by 1,900%, with fear dominating 45% of the 116,000 social media posts analyzed. Representative Jeff Van Drew suggested an Iranian mothership, a militarized container ship modified to carry and launch drones, might be responsible. Iran has converted several such vessels for military purposes in recent years. The Pentagon quickly denied this claim, with spokesperson Sabrina Singh stating, "There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States." This vacuum of official information created perfect conditions for alternative theories to flourish. News Nation reporter Rich McHugh, embedded with law enforcement, witnessed something extraordinary. "I saw over 50 of these drones. If this is not the military, it is even more terrifying. These things look like they are fixed wing and they have multiple lights." White House spokesman John Kirby insisted these were just manned aircraft being operated lawfully. But if that's true, why did President-elect Trump demand they be shot down? Why did he later reverse his demand and claim the government knows what is happening? A CBS News poll showed 78% of Americans believe the government is withholding information. Even more striking, when the White House finally admitted these were authorized research flights, local officials called it a cover story. But here's what makes this pattern so disturbing. Why would military drones emerge from the ocean? How could they operate without heat signatures? What if these sightings represent something beyond our current understanding of technology? Are we witnessing ancient religious history repeating itself? Or as Charlie Kirk suggested in his viral post, is something else watching us? Next time on The Swarm, we explore the infrastructure pattern that suggests these objects weren't just observing us. They were searching for something specific.
The only reason why you would ever fly an aircraft, an unmanned aircraft at night, is if you're looking for something. That something is a dirty bomb, a nuclear warhead that was seized being transported by a foreign entity, most likely to be used on the American people.